Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today, finally, we had a decent green day after quite a bit of red volatility. Probably since the last week of August, we've probably seen just non-stop red days, just like one decent day and just crazy volatility. But finally, today we are in the green. Most of my stocks are in the green, I believe. Oh, actually, all of my stocks are in the green. And we just had one major stock, one major company in my portfolio that did announce earnings. It's Neo. And for the most part, in the beginning and pre-market, when they did have their earnings report, it was down big time. It was down all the way to, let's see if I can see how low it went. Right there. It went down as low as 1650s in the 1650 range. But as soon as the markets opened, Neo went back up and did decent, because I was starting to get a little bit worried because we might have started seeing Neo go back to that range where it hit, I think, $12 or $11 or something like that. Yeah, $11 it was in there, and I'm like, I'm not really trying to see Neo go down to $11, $12. But they did have their earnings. They did have a bigger they had a loss bigger than it was what was expected. I believe they lost $409 million, which was like worse than what the analysts were expecting. They did have a revenue of 1.5, which was more than what was expected, and they did lose 20 cents per share. I think it shows you over here. Yeah, 20 cents per share versus 17 cents was expected. Their cash is a little bit down, is now 8.1 versus what it was before, 8.4 billion. And why they did lose a little bit more than what was expected is because of the margins. The margin for the period was 13%, which was significantly lower than the 14.6%. But before, they were hitting numbers in the 18s, so we need to get back to that number, 18.6%. So they did lose 409 million, and it was and that was mostly because of the cost volatilities, of course, the supply chain issues and stuff like that, and the COVID shutdowns. And they did announce they delivered about 25,059 vehicles, which was okay. It's all right. But now I think they, if everything goes okay, this next quarter, they believe they can go up to 31,000 to 33,000 vehicles with revenue from 1.9 to 2 billion, which is pretty good. So from 25-ish thousand vehicles this quarter to 30 to 35, I believe I said, or 31 to 33, 31 to 33. So yeah, in between 30 and 35. So that's a pretty big increase. That's about 6,000 vehicles more at the low end and 8,000 vehicles more in the high end. So if you can get to that, that's a pretty big increase. I just want to see steady growth. I mean, if it wasn't for the shutdowns and stuff like that, I think we could have seen Neo grow a little bit faster. But since they keep shutting down every time there's a little outbreak, it kind of like they keep like going back 2 steps instead of going forward 1 step, which is okay. I mean, eventually I think that they're gonna stop the tough restrictions and stuff like that. And I think once that happens, I believe they're gonna start going up. They're gonna start going crazy with the production, and everything's gonna go. It's gonna be way better than what was expected. And another thing that happened in my portfolio was that I got assigned the Palantir shares. I was forced to purchase 100 shares of Palantir at $11. So now I have 130 shares. My average cost $10.58. I would love to get that average cost down to under $10, into the single digits would be nice. Just right now, I do not want to spend that much money, because with this recent purchase, I'm back up to my margin of 7,900. We were all the way down to, I think, 6,800. So we need to get back down there. I think I get my my next check on Tuesday, so hopefully I'm able to deposit anywhere from 300 bucks, $400, hopefully maybe $200. Just depends how much I get paid. So hopefully we can bring that margin down to into the mid sevens. Another thing that could potentially happen is the NEO option that I have. The one expires next Friday on September 16th. It's a put options, 1950 put. So if NEO does stay below 1950 by next Friday or anytime between then, I can most likely be assigned it, and I'll have another 100 shares of NEO. I mean, the good thing about that is my average cost will probably go down, hopefully a couple dollars. Hopefully, I can go down to maybe into the 43s or 42s. Hopefully. I mean, the best thing that could happen is I bring my average cost down to the 30s. That would be pretty cool. But most likely, those 100 shares, I'm going to just swing. I'm going to just do the wheel strategy on them. So as soon as NEO goes back up to 1950-ish range, I'm probably going to sell the option. Sell the call option. Even though I wouldn't get that much premium. It's just because, just so I don't have such a huge position in this. Because right now my portfolio is like, NEO is more than a third of my portfolio, right? That's too much. So I don't really want to have that much of one stock having such a huge, like, I don't want to have so much of one stock, you know. Same thing with Shopify. Even though I really want to average down on both of these, I really don't want to have so much of one stock dominating my total portfolio. But with this next purchase, NEO, it's probably going to go up to like 40-ish%, probably more. But with that, I still want to have Palantir and ChargePoint and Ethereum as my three main stock in crypto that I want to purchase. Especially Ethereum. I really want to have Ethereum, but Ethereum is so volatile. There are some days where I'm like, sheesh, this is a good buy. And then the next day it goes back up to where it was. So you have to be really quick with it, with the crypto. Faster than stocks, more volatile than stocks. But yeah, that's a little quick update. We're back above 16. We were down in the gulag, as what what they'd be saying, down below, you know, in the 14, almost 13, I believe, almost $13,000. That's crazy. But I want to get my portfolio above 20K and keep it above 20K for as long as possible. So I had to keep depositing and keep averaging down on all my positions. Thank you guys for watching. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow on another update video. Peace out.